Hi, my name is Matthew Pejkovic of Matt's Movie Reviews, and this is 40 Films in 40 Days, where I will review 40 Christian films of varied make and style during this Lenten season of 2020. On day 12 of 40 Films in 40 Days, I will review the gritty crime thriller Prisoners, directed by Denis Villeneuve. Prisoners opens with the Lord's Prayer. It's an appropriate way to open a movie that deals with man's inability to contend with evil without doing evil things. While the Lord's Prayer asks our Father to forgive us our trespasses, for the men in Prisoners, forgiveness never enters the mind, not when rage, confusion, and revenge are the first reactions to a heinous crime, yet such is the nature of mankind. Set during winter in Pennsylvania, this Denis Villeneuve directed thriller is one where demons are disguised as angels and good men become monsters. Ironically, the film opens on Thanksgiving Day, that American holiday of friendship, family, and community. It's where high school friends Keller, played by Hugh Jackman, and Franklin, played by Terrence Howard, bring their families together for the obligatory Thanksgiving feast. When their respective 9-year-old daughters go missing, their day of domestic tranquility is shattered. Assigned to the case is Detective Loki, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, a dedicated cop who has successfully closed every case that has come his way. As portrayed by Gyllenhaal, the curiously named Loki is a ticking time bomb of ticks and blinks, suppressing a bubbling rage that intensifies with every dead end and perverted perp who comes his way during the investigation. Rage also overcomes wounded father Keller, yet his rage is projected outward towards the main suspect, Alex, played by Paul Dano, who Keller is so convinced that has abducted his daughter that he goes to brutal lengths to beat a confession out of him. Now this brings forth a bunch of ethical and moral questions. What would you do to protect your family? Is torture a realistic means to detract information? And perhaps most important of all, how long can we let hatred consume us until we turn into the things that we hate? Jackson juggles these moral minefields in an emotionally gripping performance. Prisoners features Jackman at his most dramatically intense, projecting a seething, violent and dark air that breaks during crippling moments of fragility. Let's go back to the inclusion of the Lord's Prayer. The role of fathers run prominent throughout Prisoners. In Keller, you have the tortured father who could not protect his child. In Loki, you have the guardian of a community who are sworn to protect and serve. Then there is the role of God, and not in a burning bush sort of sense, but as a higher power to rely on, a symbol of good within a situation of bleak evil, and as an inspiration towards acts both right and wrong. It is not surprising to find such religiosity in a film with such uncompromising darkness. The Exorcist, for example, is proof that the two can exist in the one movie. Yet while that film was steeped in the supernatural, the world that Prisoners inhabits is very real. Villeneuve makes it all work. Prisoners is an immense experience throughout that stimulates on an emotional and spiritual level. Thrillers that are as wonderfully complex as this should be embraced.